scholars vary on whether the writer of the Gospel of John, the writer of the letters 1, 2, 3 John, and the writer of that final scroll, that final letter to 7 churches in Asia Minor is the same John. Whatever we finally come to understand, we see that the one or both Johns are deeply rooted in Jewish thinking, are Jewish writers, and connecting, in the case of Revelation, with the apocalyptic genre that was common to Jewish readership in the first century. Apocalyptic literature literally means an unveiling, a revealing of the unseen realm. And in the case of the New Testament writers, the believers in Jesus, that Jesus himself would return. It was a political, satirical form of writing which would have been familiar to these first century readers. And the writer John employs bizarre symbols in this final scroll, which we call Revelation. Most of the books or scrolls of the New Testament found their way through a viral response and writing by the end of the first century into what we now call the New Testament. Revelation took 200 to 300 years. Because Revelation was making a claim about how things end. And this would have been politically volatile in the first century under Roman dominance. The claim of the author is that all evil will be brought to justice. There will be a day of justice, a day of accountability. All inhumanity will be exposed for what it is. Everything that's insubstantial and unreal, that it isn't marked by the agape love of God revealed in the person of Jesus, will simply be destroyed. Just as with hindsight, we can see how Jesus of Nazareth fulfills the messianic profile of the Hebrew Bible, but at the time we might not have recognized him and certainly might not have foretold it would be someone like him. So when we read Revelation, when we read the prophecies about how this age is going to end and the new age is going to come, we will probably only understand fully with the benefit of hindsight. But for this one thing we can be sure: justice will be done. All evil and all humanity which aligns itself with the lie and the deception of evil will be called to account, will give an account for every thought, word and deed. Everything will be called into the light, and everything that isn't true, real, substantial, the revelation of God in the person of Jesus, will be destroyed. There will be a day of justice for all.